Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I am just on my way to a tech store. I went riding today and I need to go and get some gloves and some treats from the tech store for riding. So I am with Freya. Freya's right here and we're going there, and then we're going to go to the regular pet store and we're going to get some treats for Freya and maybe a new toy. She also needs a bone, so maybe we'll get a bone as well. And then we are cat sitting for my friend, so I have to take all of my stuff over to her house, everything that I'm gonna need. So I'm a little bit overwhelmed about that because I need everything for Freya, everything for me, everything for my husband for a week, a little over a week. So, and like food and stuff that we have, so it's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna have to take everything over. I am picking up this vlog like the next day after the last one ended, so you guys know I told you that I think that I ovulated. I had that one near a progesterone value at like 5.8. That strongly suggests that I ovulated. Of course I could have not, but I don't know how it would get that high because I never get that high if I don't ovulate. So it dropped back down to 2.1 this morning, so that's kind of a bummer, but you know, I have luteal phase defect where my progesterone is not high enough, so it's not actually that surprising. Hey guys, I am at my friend's house. We are cat sitting for her. I believe I told you guys that already. I look like a disaster at the moment. I have had another rough mental health morning. This is just a very tough moment in my life, unfortunately, and I go through lots of these and just want to be honest and upfront with you guys about that. I then made a little Instagram reel TikTok thing and made myself feel better, / YouTube short. Made myself feel better, and now I've just been working on the computer doing administrative stuff for my husband's company. Now I have to go and send some letters and yeah, pretty much just that. I did want to show you guys, so I got this little thing in the mail from the absorption company. They sent me their whole product line, which was so nice of them. I got this Restore. I'll just flip this around and show it to you. There's Restore, Energy, Calm, and Sleep. So far I have tried these two. They're amazing. And then apparently 84% of your supplements are not absorbed, but they have something called capsule technology that allows your supplement absorption to be increased by up to 500%. So the Restore is kind of like, it's got a bunch of vitamins in it, but it's also got electrolytes. So I'm loving this. I think I might replace, I think this is going to be my new go-to electrolyte. It tastes so good. It tastes better than any other one I've ever tried. This is the mango lemonade. This is not sponsored, by the way. They just sent me these for free, and I'm sharing my honest opinion. And then Sleep. Let's see. This is chamomile lemonade. I want to try this one very much. I did try this one. This one is very vitamin-y. I also tried this actually, and this one is very vitamin-y flavored. It's not my favorite, but I really love these two, and I can't wait to try the Sleep too. Oh, I also wanted to let you guys know that my mirror results this morning, yesterday actually, my progesterone went up to 7, I think, and then today it dropped, or 7.6 I think, and then today it dropped down to 4.2, but those are still like I ovulated. The low values are like, you know, the progesterone is pulsatile, so it's not always, it sort of goes up and down throughout the day. But you know, I do tend to have the luteal phase defect where I have low progesterone. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna do one more day of testing, and then I'm gonna start on my progesterone suppositories to help support my luteal phase so I don't get spotting and have the premature breakdown of my uterine lining and everything, which is what I was having. But I'm only gonna do 200 milligrams this time, because last time I did 400 milligrams, I kind of shot my ovaries down a little bit. So I don't want to do that, but I do want to give myself some support. And so I am going to do the 200 milligrams and see how my body does with that. And we'll go from there. Good morning, guys. I'm just about to take Freya for a walk. So we're going to go to the beach this morning, and I am going to take you with. I think I'm about to start my period. I stopped progesterone a couple days ago. Usually it takes about 2 or 3 days for me to start my period after I stop progesterone. It doesn't come on straight away. So yeah, but it feels like it's coming. I feel tired. I feel like achy and like crampy a bit down there. So I think it's coming, and then yeah, we'll see how this next cycle goes. I still have some Neurowans, so I can see how my hormones are this coming cycle, and I'll share that with you guys. Oh, I'm also like breaking out a little bit, so that's another indication that it's coming. Let's go ahead and go to the beach. Please excuse the mess in here, but I just wanted to show you guys this skirt that I got from Free People. I got it when it was on sale for like $25 or something, and I am just so obsessed with it. It's so pretty. I am just loving it. I put on my husband's boxers underneath so that I'm not naked, but it's so cute. That's my little outfit of the day. I'm just using this tank, I think is from Tilly's or something. But I just love this skirt so much. It's so cute. Hey guys, it is the evening now. I'm in my pajamas. It's 6:30 p.m. and I'm going to do a little meditation, and I'm going to use the Saluma over my face while I do it to help with anti-aging / breakout. So I'm going to do that now. Freya, come here. She's just gone under the bed. Freya! Silly doggy. Vegetables, broccoli, and zucchini, and some sweet potatoes, and then I'm going to do some chicken breast as well. I'll be cooking the chicken breast in a minute, and after I feed Freya and I have my light blocking glasses on, so I'm all set and ready for the evening. This would be a good opportunity to talk about the stem cell procedure that I got done, the Adipose PRP, to do kind of like, it's been almost 11 months since I got it done. And I just want to sit down and be super honest with myself and super honest with you guys about what I think. Now, I have reserved doing this because I just haven't been really sure, and I've been trying to sort of think about it myself and to figure out what's going on. So first of all, let's go back to when I was diagnosed. My AMH I've never gotten repeated, but it was 0.24 back in 2022, August 2022. And my antral follicle count was 5. So I had three follicles on one ovary and 2 on the other. And then I got super traumatized by that experience, so I didn't go back to the doctor for like a year. And so after a year went by, I went back to the doctor. I redid my hormones, everyone except for AMH. So my FSH came back normal. My estrogen was in the 300s, 350, and let's see. And then I think I got my progesterone done that cycle, and later on in that cycle. And okay, so sorry about that. Anyway, so I got my progesterone done later that cycle, and it was like low normal. I think it was around 10 or 11. I think it was 11. So that's considered normal range, but it's on the lower end of normal. And so I didn't go back to the doctor again until like later that year when we did a fertility treatment that I haven't actually talked about before. We did an IUI in October of 2023. It ended up failing because my husband got COVID in the middle of it. I don't think I've talked to you guys about this before. I may have, but I don't remember. So my husband got COVID in the middle of it, which wiped out his sperm, because you know, if your fever is super high, then it wipes out the sperm. So unfortunately, we didn't really meet the parameters for a successful IUI. We went through with it anyway, but it was not successful. So during that cycle, I started off with 1 follicle only. And I started off with high FSH and low estrogen. I don't know exactly what my hormones were at that time. And I ended up with 2 follicles and 2 eggs because they both grew. And so, yeah, I ended up with 2 eggs. And let's see, I didn't go back to the doctor again for a while, I think. So that was end of 2023. Then we started talking to Dr. Murphy. We ended up planning to do the PRP, and that was last October. Okay, no. So then I was seeing a napro doctor, and they were doing my blood work. And I was also going to my functional medicine doctor, and we were working on my gut health. So while we were doing the gut protocol, my estrogen was terrible, and I was doing blood work around then, like consistent blood work during one cycle, and it was bad because of the gut protocol and healing the gut infection. So I was not ovulating, and my estrogen was super low. And then I got my blood work done right before I did the Adipose PRP, and my progesterone was actually at 17, which is the highest I've seen it. So this was right after I finished, sort of like in the few months after I finished my gut protocol. So my progesterone, that was the best progesterone I've ever seen. Now, since the Adipose PRP, yes, I've had some really good estrogen readings, but I don't actually know if that's from the Adipose PRP or if that is just like what my body does on a regular basis, because I was not doing consistent blood work all the time, not every cycle. And yes, I had the Mira, but I only did it like for one or 2 cycles because it was traumatizing to me at the time. So yeah, I don't actually know if it helped. I mean, it also like led to this phenomenon where I was ovulating really early in my cycle, and I kept producing a dominant follicle like on day 4, and that was not normal for me. Like usually I ovulate around day 11, so I do ovulate a little early. But yeah, that was you know, so that started happening. And again, like, yes, I had good estrogens, but we were just doing more blood work than I was, and then we were doing fertility treatment, so I saw like my blood work a lot more. And I just don't really know, guys. To be honest, if I were to go back in time, I would not do it. Probably I would have done PRP with exosomes. I would have chosen to do that in the Bahamas. I love Dr. Murphy. I think that this procedure is amazing, but for me, I don't think it really worked, and it only works for about 40 to 60% of women, so it doesn't work for everybody. And there was some kind of effect, but I'm not sure that it was definitely not worth $9,000 that I paid for it. almost $10,000 that I paid for it. I wish that I would have done the donor stem cells or donor exosomes rather than using my own stem cells. So that's my honest truth. After everything I've been through, after trying to take an honest stock of like everything that has happened, all of the numbers that I've seen, all of the results that I've seen, I am not sure that it was worth it. So if you guys are thinking about doing it, I would look into potentially doing the exosomes in the Bahamas with RFC, or I heard that in Europe they do it as well, and you can get it done for quite a lot cheaper. I'm going to be looking into some options. I heard that there's a clinic that does it in Panama also, so I'm gonna look into that as well, because in the future I might want to do that. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys like an honest update about this. I wish that I had better news, and then like you guys know that I'm in Amy Ralph's community, and we have like a little online support group, and there are like 3 other women in that group, or 2 other women in that group, that have said that they did not have any results from that procedure. So if you were thinking about doing it, just know that it may work for you or it may not. Again, 40 to 60%, closer to 40 probably. I mean, if they're saying 40, it's probably closer to 40%. The study's still ongoing, but yeah. Yeah, I would not probably, if I could go back in time, I would probably not do it. I would do the stem cells and exosomes, and I've seen it work for other women. Like, other women in the support group have said that the exosomes with PRP worked for them. Like, they got up to like 12 follicles from having like 3. And this woman did it in Europe. I'm trying to find out where exactly she did it, and I'll let you guys know. And then there's another woman who did I think she did exosomes, PRP exosomes in the Bahamas. She did it like right before I did Adipose PRP with RFC. And she went from having like 1-2 follicles to having over 10. So yeah, I think it definitely has a higher success rate than the Adipose PRP. Just so you guys know, I'm going to be looking more into it. If I find a cheaper option, then I'm going to consider it. But like, I can't do $15,000, which is what I think RFC charges for the exosomes in the Bahamas. So that's really not in the cards for me. But in the future, somewhere within the next few years, I would probably be able to do it in Europe or in Panama or something, if I can find a clinic that does it cheaper, and I will keep you guys posted with all of that. But anyways, guys, this is the end of this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news on this procedure, but I still think, there's other options out there. There's definitely hope. And again, like, I always believe that there is hope for healing, and I'm just trying not to focus on it so much, and just kind of let my body do its thing, and like work on myself emotionally and mentally and spiritually, and just like allow things to happen more, and like working on my nervous system and seeing if that helps, because I have done pretty much everything else, and I don't know, so far like my body wants to do its job. After stopping fertility treatments and just getting out of the way and just leaving my body alone and doing all the stuff that I normally do, like the diet, lifestyle, and everything, my body seems to be getting back to its normal rhythm. Like, it wants to keep cycling. So, I'm just letting it go a little bit, but, I'm just like letting it go a little bit. I'm just not holding on so tight anymore, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's enough of that. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you have any questions for me, just leave them in the comments. Thanks, guys. Bye.